welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalia. I'm a singer and vocal coach, and today I'm taking you into the kitchen to show you what to eat before your important day of if it's a concert or recording. So if you want to learn what to eat to keep your voice at the best way possible, please keep on watching. So, you guys didn't expect it, right? But I'll tell you what, a lot of my students always ask me, what should I eat before my concert? I don't know what to eat, what to do. I feel a phlegm, I'm here, I'm there. And I just thought about kind of give you my tips and tricks of what to eat, what works for me. Again, it could work for every person in a different way, but this commonly should work for everybody, okay? So, first of all, we want to know what to kind of avoid. And the most important thing is dairy, guys. Dairy. Anything dairy, yogurt, milk, pizza, anything with dairy in it is just not good for you in general, and especially before your important concert for the obvious reasons. But again, I know sometimes it's very hard to keep it, but if you can, just try not to eat it 3-4 hours before your concert. The second thing I want you guys to avoid is fried food. I know, it's hard to give up all those French fries, but again, same thing, can cause you heartburns, it could cause you just kind of very uncomfortable feeling in your vocal cords area. Too much fat, greasy, it's not light, and just avoid that. Don't use it. Number 3, I want you guys to avoid processed sugar. Anything, candy, sodas, anything like that has processed sugar, not good for you. Also in general, because you're going to feel the energy is going to jump high and suck all your energy right after. And you don't want it. You want something that will sustain you for the long term, because you're going to be singing for 3-4 hours, and you just want something that will satisfy you and give you the energy versus just to bring it up and then drag all your energy down. Number 4, I would like for you guys to avoid cold drink. So anything that has ice in it, for the obvious reason, no ice cream, even if it's vegan, nothing cold. Again, you want to make sure your vocal cords are in a room temperature, not too cold, not too hot, and also no sodas, okay? Again, the processed sugar that we talked about, even if it's diet, even if it's whatever drink that is just kind of water based, it doesn't matter. Nothing, because when you drink that soda, it's gonna make you burp probably in the middle of the concert, and you don't want this to happen. Trust me, it's not a pretty look. Another thing, guys, alcohol. Okay, no alcohol. I don't know what it is, especially with Russians. I heard it from my Russian friend. He's a singer, he's an opera singer. He always kind of drink whiskey before his concert to warm up his vocal cords. Okay, guys, let's talk about it, okay? Alcohol dries your vocal cords. It does not lubricate your vocal cords. It gives you maybe a sensation of kind of letting go more, and you feel more loose and you know, in a better mood, but technically speaking, it just dries up your vocal cords, and this is actually the contrary thing you want to do for your vocal cords right before your concert. The last thing, guys, I want you to avoid, and I promise that's it, no more, it's spicy foods. So no Indian food, guys, none of that on the day off, nothing, no cayenne pepper things, nothing. Keep it very simple, clean food with no extra spices in it to really not irritate your vocal cord area and your mouth, obviously. So now that we talked about things we don't want to eat and avoid before our concert, let's kind of look what we can eat and we should eat even on a daily basis. Fruits, guys, nothing but great fruits. I love to eat anything orange and yellow. It's perfect. Bananas are the best. It's kind of give you conditioning your throat, It's satisfying, it gives you potassium, gives you so many great benefits and vitamins and minerals and all the things that we want. If you want something sweet, any berries, blueberries, strawberries can work perfectly. Pears, peaches, it's also fantastic. Kind of go crazy with your fruits. There's no limits, that's for sure. The second thing, guys, you can eat is also protein shakes. This is something that if you pretty much really hungry and you have 1 hour before you're going on stage, you want something to really makes you feel right away that instant energy, but it's not going to blow you, it doesn't going to make you feel heavy. I really recommend protein shakes or any pressed juice that has just been done. It's perfect, right? Protein juice, I recommend to actually get a protein that is plant-based, and for the obvious reason, because we spoke about dairy, that is not really good for you. So keep it plant-based. You can put there some bananas, you can put some spinach, you can put some kale in it, even avocado. I love to do that. Almond milk if you want, and kind of mix this whole thing and drink it right before. It's going to make you feel satisfied, and it's going to give you a little bit of sweetness, that energy and that boost, and it's going to sustain for a long time. So the energy will sustain for a longer time. Number 3, guys, if you want to eat something before and you want to keep it more satisfying, go for the sweet potatoes. If you want, you can also put it in the oven. Just put it for a good 30 minutes. You can slice it in the middle, drizzle some olive oil, salt, pepper. Just put it in there and you're good. Another thing you can put is squash. Anything that is vitamin A, really good for your voice. That would be great. What else can you do? What else can you do? Also, guys, I'm into pastas right now, and I always feel kind of guilty because I love to eat pasta right before I go on stage, like 3-4 hours before I go on stage. I always eat a good meal. So if I'm not in the mood for sweet potato or squash, I always make myself like a small dish with pasta, which is protein based. It could be edamame, it could be chickpeas, it could be red lentil, it could be those kind of pasta. Protein pastas are fantastic. Usually they have 20 grams of protein, which is fantastic, and it doesn't make you feel kind of bloated or heavy, but it gives you that satisfaction that you ate something that is really savory, nice, but with no extra calories, and it makes you feel that you have sustained energy longer for the whole performance. Now, another thing, guys, you can do if you don't have the time to cook, to prepare, and I totally understand, a good option is to get a piece of bread. Try to not eat a white processed bread, it would be better, but just a good bread with peanut butter. I'm not into nuts, by the way. I don't think good nuts by itself, to eat them before you're about to sing, is good for you, because it's, for me at least, it scratches my throat and I feel weird and I always cough, so I don't like that. But if you get peanut butter or almond butter, cashew butter, even better, it's my favorite. With that, you toast the bread, you put it on top of, you put the almond bread or peanut butter on top of it, you get some, you slice the banana, you put it on top of that, and guys, if that's not going to make you happy, I don't know what, okay? So try that. And last but not least, that's going to be a little bit obvious, but guys, drink lots of water, okay? Room temperature, not cold and not too hot. And also, if you feel fancy, but you feel a little bit dry in your throat, I really recommend a licorice root-based teas. Organic, obviously the best. Just boil it. If you can, just bring with you. Try not to eat it when it's super hot. Try to kind of get it a little bit above room temperature, but not too hot or too cold, obviously. And just drink it. It's gonna give you like a protective tissue above your vocal cords, and it's just gonna lubricate your throat better. So it'll be easier for you guys to sing. So obviously teas are wonderful. Water is even better. I'm actually so thirsty right now. And yes, guys, so I hope that was helpful and you got some ideas what to eat before you get up, go on stage or record. If you have your own tips and tricks, please don't be scared and put them below. Write them below. I want to hear it. And again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll definitely see you on my next video. Bye.